unlisted though, sorry. I have to make it open. Let me see if I can change it. Unlisted though, sorry. Can I change it? Can I change it? Can I change it? Okay, I think I can. All right. Okay, I think it's public now. Unlisted though, sorry. Okay, guys. Okay, the most important thing for the week is seeing into the week. So where can I find the link for trading session? What trading session? I'm trying to understand what trading session. You mean my trading, my trading session? If you're in my community, you already be in my Discord. If you're a member of the nation, you already be in my Discord. I'm sending the link to my daily trading sessions on the Discord. We have a timetable, so you get it. Does that make sense? It's my first time here. Okay, you're not a student, so the first decision will be, do you want to be part of our studenthood? Okay. If you want to do that, just reach back to the personal place. If I'm that person, if I send you got this through me, just message me on Instagram. Let's see how we can get you started. All right. Does that make sense? Or if someone invited you, just reach back to them. They tell you how to get started. We have a very flexible plan that people can get. It's part of the announcement I'll be giving towards the end of this month. One of the most important things in trading that I would advise you as we move into another half of the year, because next month is going to lead us into another half. Don't 5 months, next month is going to be 6 months. So practice a month to know how to, just like I said, end game. So what is the end game for the week? After, I think last week, was it last week I did a detailed training on journaling. That's trading plan. Okay, how many of you have started using your trading plan effectively? Because I also gave an assignment on that. It's very important. What is a trading plan? Plan your trade, trade your plan. If you do not plan your trade, you will not trade your plan. And if you do not trade your plan, you will trade excessively, anyhow, uncontrolled. So one of the first guide for me is, what are you planning to look at in the week? Now, there's a difference in when I do this type of advice or counsel, I'm talking to people who now know how to trade and are they've come to that self-training. Okay, so when we teach you, we give you a reputation that you can use for self, because the whole idea is to make you independent, liberation. But how you lead yourself, second please. I don't want you to depend on me in trading. That doesn't make me a good coach. Okay, I want you to know how to trade. So, but knowing how to trade, it means you would have to lead yourself at some point. That point where you now lead yourself is the very all right. Is the very tedious part. Very, very can be challenging. So that is where who's leading you comes in play. But when it comes to practical trading, this is one of the things you want to focus on this week. Okay, you guys may have had a certain plan. What is your percentage? So it shouldn't be about the money first. What currency do you want to look at? In the beginning of the week, outline the currencies you want to look at. If it's USD, JPY, GBP, AUD, it's okay. My focus this week, I have 3 currencies I want to look at. End game. Don't look at any other currency. Even if you have to make money, let it be by, if you have to make money by other currencies, let it be by leverage. Maybe we call the trade, you just took it, you have nothing to do with that. But if it is you, outline the currencies you want to look at. That's the first thing. Then look at it this morning and at night. Set it up. When it triggers, how many percent do you want to use? Yes, I'm recording. Very simple. Let the week just be centered on these three things I said. All right. So use that to support your trading plan. The trading plan I gave, the video is actually on YouTube as well. It's actually open on YouTube, trading plan. Okay, so use this question to start yourself. Okay, what currencies am I going to look at this week? I have to set it up. I have to look at it this morning. So what we're going to be doing this morning is we're going to look at different currencies. So you can tell me your currency. I can help you look at it to help you know how you looked at yours. Then at night, I will check. Because why? Most of the time, volume may come in on Monday and settle at night to run back on Tuesday. So if volume comes on Monday, there's going to be retracement on Tuesday and run continuation on Wednesday. There is the pattern for the week. I know you guys may not be there yet. So there are certain things we cannot teach. You would experience it. But if you stay in the environment long enough, these are things you're going to buy. You're going to understand. Okay. So that's why most of the time, let me ask a question. When I tell you market is going to move a certain day, does the market always respond to what I'm saying? No, 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 no. Do you guys always see that is what I'm saying that the market always does? Most of the time. Yes or no? If I say this market is going to move on Thursday, do we always see that? That's most of the time, that's how market react. Do you wonder why I know? How come I know? Okay, this market is not, it's not ready now. We're probably going to see it on Tuesday. Just like in binary, I will tell you. How many of you made money from our last binary session? And I tell you, 10:15, 10:30. Okay, that's when those currencies were going to move. So most of you made money. And the time, I look at the time you posted, it was the same time. Okay, there is a pattern. That's why I love market structure so much. And that's why I'm trying to teach you guys market structure. When you understand market structure, you would understand times and season of moves. Okay, there is the season of accumulation, there is the season of manipulation, and there's a season of distribution. It's all repetition. Okay, so let me not bore you, let me not carry you guys too much. Let's go practical. So did you guys get the 3 points? Write them down. Share them with me. So I'm sorry, I'm not starting off with binary, but we're gonna get paid. I just want to let me establish what I'm sharing with you guys. Wow, there's a lot of news in Euro. Okay, that was from last week. Okay, there's holiday, Children's Day, I guess, right? Children's Day is a global thing, right? Is Children's Day global or Nigeria? Is it because of Children's Day? Wait, but Children's Day is global now. Is it a global event or Nigeria? Children's Day is not only Nigeria. Is it only Nigeria? It's only Nigeria. Because I want to understand why there's a bank holiday. Then is it because of children? I think Children's Day should be global now, right? Hey, mothers, answer me now. Oh, you guys don't know if it's global now. I'm supposed to see it in my iPhone. Maybe calendar. Because I need to understand the nature of this bank holiday. Hmm? It's global now. It's global. Children's Day is a global event. So I believe that's why there's a bank holiday all day, GBP, USD. So all day, even in UK, there's a bank holiday. So I believe it's Children's Day. Okay. I'm just saying, I think Children's Day is why I believe many people don't even know Children's Day is global. Now we're just experiencing, you don't even know it's global. Forex, you have to know a lot of things. When it comes to Forex, you have to know a lot of things, okay, and see how they affect. So when you see bank holiday, that means okay, something is happening. See bank holiday in it means it's a holiday. Something is happening. So today may not actually really be a good trading day because there's so much bank holiday everywhere. But what you do is see the market. Okay. I bid you to see the market. Oh boy. What has the market done last week? So I'm going to start three major currencies that I will be paying attention to now, henceforth, is going to be Euro USD, gold, and GBP USD. Every other thing I will do for you. But my major currency is going to be centered on Euro USD, gold, and GBP USD. So you guys like that? Okay. I would have called someone. Madam Miyama, what was my assignment? What did I say you guys should do last week? Just voice it out so that people will be ready that we're going to do that. What you are supposed to do as an individual independently is what I want to do on this session now so that you learn it. Okay, it's just like a template. Know how to do this thing I want to do right now. It's not just about wanting to trade. Okay, it's knowing how to feed the one thing in your trading. So how is your basic that I've given you guys? What currency do you want to focus on? How many currencies did I just share with you right now? 3. It means I've programmed myself for these 3 currencies. Where is this thing I want to look at?
Okay, yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, so well, first of all, we have to have our trading plan ready, and then we have to identify the 10 points to trading the shift strategy. So we have to identify them on the chart.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. So the instruction was to identify the 10. Okay, so I'm going to get you guys to identify it on the chart, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, beautiful. All right, that's good. So how many of you know the 10-point agenda to trading the shift strategy? If you do not know, you are my enemy this week. Oh. Don't give me any excuse. Oh. Nobody here, except the people who are not empowered nation. Okay, but if you're empowered nation and you do not know the 10 points, I will make your week hard. I promise. Except the fact that I may not even be available too much a week. All right. But you somehow feed me. You see me in your dream. Okay. So It's about to get fun. How many of you ready? So when you look at your currency, you can see what I did now. I came in, there was a chart in, it means this is what I've been looking at. Many of you may be looking at this right now. You don't know what's here. You don't know what's here. Why am I putting all these lines here? Why is there lines here? It looks confusing. But everything here is a setup. Okay? But I can duplicate this setup again. And what I want to do is, because every setup, what this means is, the market created a trend, broke the trend, retested the trend, is pushing up. So I'm expecting it to come here. This is going to be the next sell. But if it doesn't, something will happen here right now. Okay. If it doesn't, then I'm going to start capitalizing based on this range. So I will be doing a couple of things. So I don't even have to delete everything. I could just analyze quickly. If I want to make the session fast, I will just analyze what I want to see. But there's something I want you guys to understand in the market also. Okay, because this is my analysis. When it comes to you, what do you do when you come to a chart and it's like this? What do you do? Okay, it's not just about marking support resistance. All right, is you want to know where the market is coming from and where it is going. How do you know that? You go look from the weekly perspective or the monthly perspective. Where is the month of the market? What trend is the month? The market is presently bearish. So one of the things you can see this, you can see that the market was bearish or is bearish on the monthly. This gives you a very strong perspective of levels. Okay. Now, one of the things you'd see again, what are the major lows? Identify them. Now, this is not market structure sheet. I'm just trying to tell you how you get to see. Look the market from the perspective of these lenses. So there is a low here. So there's a range here. Okay. There's a range here. There's a range here. Now there's a range here. Okay. Now, when I look at this, because the most beautiful thing in analysis is you want to know the range. So this is a range. All right. What range would you be dealing with? This market may be playing on this monthly range or maybe going back to this range. So this was a range. Okay. And it's going back right now. What did it do? In the monthly, can you guys see market structure playing out? Shift. Where is the shift? So I'm just trying to help you guys understand. So this was the previous low. And inside of the previous low, this was the switch. This was the rate. Okay, this rated the previous low. This was the shift of sentiment. And you find out that if I'm looking on the monthly, something was created here, which was the shift. This was a break and a retest of the shift. Where am I supposed to put my stop loss? Below the previous month. Now, can you see this market may be on a monthly run. And if this is the range, okay, GBP USD over the course of the month may be coming here. Because why? It's in the monthly range. Now that I have a monthly perspective, I am not diagnosed to see the market as, oh, if the market keep going bullish, then it is running for the month. If the market breaks this right now, and it's because I'm expecting, funny enough, I've been expecting GU to sell. Because I'm looking at from the daily perspective and the weekly perspective into the hourly perspective. It's giving us a very bullish range. Okay? But if I'm not looking at it on the monthly lens, it is validating that bullish range now, because all of this is just what? A shift. The market got shifted and it just got started. No wonder it's going so crazy. So when you look at analysis from these lenses, it helps you know how to deal with the week, if you can see it from the month. So what do I have right now? I have a range. So this is my new range. Okay. Now, if I switch to the weekly, so this is the weekly. Inside of the weekly, this is the range I just itemized. And in that range, a new range is created. So this is a trend of the month. What does that mean? If there's a trend in view, what does that mean? Okay. It means something can start, the market can respect the trend and start going back. So I have a range. Range did get fulfilled. It means this range wasn't fulfilled. Okay. This was the overall monthly range. Now, if I am looking at this from a weekly perspective, this is a range. Market is up in the way going to that range, which means market can come here. Watch this. So on the weekly, this is my weekly range. market can come there. All I need to do now is trickle down to the daily. So on the daily range, what do we have? Okay, this is my daily range. And this is my point of interest on the higher time frame. Now, I told you guys always watch out for what? The next point of interest. Am I making sense? So I have my weekly, I have my monthly. Can you see how all the analysis are coming back to play? So this is my weekly, and this is what? My daily. So on the daily range, this is my range. And market pulled up. First, there was an elimination. There was a shift, market broke retest, and it's on its way there. So market may get here. It's possible on the daily. It's possible. But what I just need to do is itemize the different level of what? Point of interest. There was a point of interest here. Okay, so if market did not go back from here, this may actually be what? A raid. I was supposed to go back because there was a switch of sentiment, but the switch of sentiment didn't work. Market is still going up. Where is the next place it's going to get to? So if I'm beginning to see this market right now, these are different bus stop of the point of interest. So I'm bringing it to a 4-hour right now, and I'm seeing it. So this was mitigated, raided, did not continue. It means if this didn't respect, the next one is here. So I'm just looking for market coming to this area. If it should, if it does, okay, I wait for market to come to this area. But right about now, on this present day and this present week, this is the what? Daily high. This is the high of this market. So what can happen is two things. So market has created a high. It may what? Mitigate it or raid it and come down. Okay, that's a possible scenario. Or it's going to come here, mitigate it and come down. However, I know that this market is positioning for a major sell. If it rejects this area. So what am I doing right now? I'm switching. So on the 1 hour, this is how we get into the day. Don't get greedy, work with the range. So this is my 1 hour range. So inside of a 1 hour range, do we have what? A point of interest? Absolutely, yes. Okay, there was a point of interest here. You switch it back to this, there's a what? Point of interest. Now market is raiding. Are you guys feeling me? So this is a raid, okay? And if that is a raid, just watch out for a shift. So what's going to be a clear shift? A clear shift is going to happen when market takes away. I'd love it to take away this. Yeah. If market creates a new low below this previous swing high, okay, which is also corresponding with this, then that becomes what? Our new swing low. And our new swing low is our shift. That's going to be the supposed shift. The next thing is I'm not going to watch if market does not take away this high. I don't want to be saying it the way I told you guys so that you guys will not when I begin to ask you to come and itemize them, you itemize them the way it is. I'm not going to give you expo. I'm just trying to tell you. So what am I looking for? Okay. I'm looking for market. This is what I need. I need market to give me a low. All right. Then give me a high that it's not higher than this. Then when that happens, my low, my new sell is going to be what? The low that it gives to me. That's what I'm going to sell. And I can begin to take my TP. You know, I mark this in from a higher time frame. I take a TP here, but don't forget this is your TP1. Okay. After that, you can take this. After that, you can go to the overall, which is this. So in that, do we have a good money? How many pips? Yeah, that's about 65 pips today. Not greedy. Okay. So this is my supposed projected analysis on So I'm expecting a shift to be created. If it doesn't, I'll just watch this market. It may still decide to want to pull up. That's fine. But I do know that if this market responds to this rate, create a shift below this area, I'm going to sell. Okay, that is my. Was it simple enough? Even in my explaining it, was it simple enough? You guys get it? So this is my ultimate range. Let's see what GBP USD does. Okay, so that is G. Gold. How many of you made money in gold? Chego. Gold came to the area, you know, let me know. None of you in the group, since you guys have gone selfish, you've gone back to selfish mode. I gave you guys this trade. I gave you guys stop loss. I told you if this trade comes here, okay, this is our buy point. Nobody just informed us last, and the trade has done over how many pips? This was a retest, this was a closing. You guys are not, you did not do nice. This is, oh goodness, 1,260 pips or 120 pips. That's someone's weekly expectation. And the market is still moving. And you expect me to be happy looking at this right now, and I have you guys as well. No Allah. So there was a point of interest, there was a mitigation and a raid. Okay. And there was a shift created, market retested, the shift closed, up it goes. So it's painful though. But this is a new week. May continue. I can't say I want to enter now because this is another weak structure. Something may happen. This guy may just drop. But was it a success? Yes. So this, I could label it as a success. Where is okay? So let me put. All right. So I'm having it here. So that's a success. Okay. EU. Do the same thing. Major point of it. So I may not actually go to the monthly. I could just start from the day. There's a major point of interest, mitigated, rated, and so this mitigated. Let's look at it on the 4 hour. So this was mitigated. This was rated, and a shift was created here. So if it's on a daily analysis, I think this market retested. So we sold. That's the first sell we got. Okay, so this would have been our first TP. So I think market will still sell if this is the rate point. It's done it twice. I don't know. So now the range are now very small. And when the range are small, it means TP levels are small. So I would still say this market will still fall down or go back up to maybe a weekly. So if it's not respecting this area of mitigation right now, it's going to come here or it's going to come here. Okay. But right about now, this is the range. Market is more than 50% of that range and has hit a point of interest on the daily. So if it is respecting that point of interest right now, we should expect if the next day closes as a sell right now, the market is going to drop down to this level. Okay, if the next day closes as a sell, we expect a huge drop in this market. But if it doesn't, we may see another what? Market come take away this. And so as long as market is still in this range, we have a sell. Okay, we are on premium, so we should be looking for a sell. Okay, but right now market is positioned. So I don't have anything per se on EU except the fact that if it's So this is one thing I can now do, which is an approach on the shift strategy. Okay, when you see this, okay, and you see this, I'm not going upward. I'm not for buy. I am for a sell, which means, okay, if market comes down below this area, okay, it's going to tank. That would be a good confirmation. It's going to tank. Because normally, after every accumulation on the Asian session, there is always a manipulation. Okay. So, and if there's a manipulation, you want to watch out for or a distribution. So I'm going to look between now and the New York session, though today or tomorrow, because I don't think there's really going to be quite an activity today. But I'm just going to watch out for this. But my major, since I am sell oriented, I'm on premium from the daily. Okay. I'm looking for sales. So market is on premium. So I should look for sales. I told you guys this. If you follow the code of the market, you'll never be a victim. So it's not just about market is looking good for a buy. Is it on discount or premium? So depending on the time frame you're looking at, if I'm looking at every time frame, so even on the 1 hour right now, if you're looking at this range, is market on discount or premium? It's on premium, so I should be looking for sales. Okay, now if market breaks this, retests this, it's still on premium, so it's going to be good for sell. That is going to be the ARC approach on the market structure shift. So watch out for that. Okay, because there's been a high, there's been a red. If it comes down, creates a low within this area, I'm going to sell. So that is short term. It means I'm taking my TP here. It means this strategy helps me know what's my expectation. Okay. First TP is going to be off there. Then the other one I can leave to run down to, all right, these major areas or these areas. There's some liquidity here. So I've been able to look at my three currencies and I know what it is that I'm looking at. Okay, I know where I'm going to sell this. I know where I'm going to sell gold. I know I'm not doing anything in gold because gold is just positioning. Gold has left me. Okay, so gold has left me, unfortunately, which means I have to wait for another setup. Okay, but GU is setting up. Okay, it's setting up for a sell or it's going to continue to buy. Hence, I'm going to wait till it gives me my right setup. Okay, any questions so far on this? See the second part where you projected up, not too clear. What part is that? What currency?
It's GU. Yeah, this one that's showing now. This one that's showing now.
Okay. When you say the second part?
No, like, okay, you see, maybe if you can expand it a bit. Okay, so the arrows came down, 1, 2, went up, then 3 came down. So that's second one. I'm wondering why you projected it up then.
Okay, so I'm expecting a shift below this area. That's why I just assume this to be here. So I'm looking for this type of move. So this becomes the shift. Now, this one is to qualify the shift. A shift is valid when something happens. This is that thing that will happen for this shift to be valid. If it doesn't happen, then this is not a shift. Okay. So when this happens, then I'm just looking for a break and a retest of the shift to have a sell.
Okay, that's a higher higher high, higher close.
Good.
Okay.
Now you know.
Okay.
Okay. I'm done now. Is there any question? If we're gonna have a night session, I'm gonna let you guys know. I have a long day. Okay. Tomorrow I may not be up on Tuesday as well. So that's why I'm trying to yeah, go ahead. How you doing? That's why I'm trying to do a double session. I'm just trying to help everybody enjoy what it is. So you know I gave you something to look at. And if there's anything you guys want me to look into, just send it in the member accountability group. I'll look into it. Okay. and I'll send the setup so you guys can use it to help yourself. But most importantly, I need so who was not in my session during the assignment? Shai, were you on that session? Is Shai see here? Shai has run away. No, she cannot run away. No. No, you wasn't. Beautiful. So you're a perfect candidate. All right. So, so do you have my 10-point agenda to the shift strategy? Who else? I'm talking about those in Power Nation. Because I want you guys to be confident of identifying a perfect shift. That is why I give you a proper guideline, detailed guideline. Sorry, you're not responding to me again, or have you hibernated? Okay, Madam Zainab, you were not in the session too. But do you know the shift, the 10-point agenda? You have it. Okay. Can you share your screen? All right, so go ahead and set to identify is your problem. Don't worry. I will not answer you. You can go ahead and share. There was a video on it. Okay, no. There was no video inside. Did you record that session? We didn't. That's why I invited. All right. Good. I will tell you guys to show up for sessions. Some sessions, they are the blessing, but they will not be recorded. In fact, I can tell you most of my sessions that are very critically powerful, they were not recorded. That is why I say invest in your mentors. Invest in them means your time, session, accountability. All right, go ahead. You're not talking. I can't hear you. You have to be communicating.
Can you hear me? Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Okay. Should I just pick any currency pair?
Yeah. So someone can actually type the 10-point agenda and put it on the chat so that other people can know what she's identifying. You can copy it and put it on the chat.
For AJ, I think the first thing is point of interest
So
to be
for you,
mitigated.
yeah, for you to get it properly, you cannot use an expectation chart. Use something that has played out for you to be able to identify all of the things you want to identify.
Okay, so I go back. If I take this as
So what's the first point you want to show us now?
point of interest, let me see. That will be mitigated at a certain point. So right here will be a point of interest. And the market comes and mitigates it at this upper point here.
Is that the
That's
mitigation?
the green line, the horizontal line, the green one.
Yeah, is that the mitigation?
Yeah.
That's not the
The mitigation is when okay. When the market raids or goes beyond a certain point of interest.
Okay, if that is
So
a
if you have a
mitigation,
higher,
if that's the mitigation, then what's the rate?
okay, the English is too plenty inside this one. I thought the mitigation was, well, like the rate when the market goes beyond a certain point of interest.
No, that's so mitigation, okay, is hitting a certain point. When a certain point is hit, okay, respected, that is mitigated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That was what I've been explaining to be mitigated. So if certain support is mitigated, it means the market got to that support and responded to it. Okay. If you even look at the agenda, you will see mitigation separate from raid. So after the mitigation, okay, there is something that happens before the raid.
Yeah, there's a switch of sentiments.
Good. So here is, now that you know mitigation, where do you think mitigation is now? Just take mitigation as respect of technical analysis.
Okay, so it respects the technical analysis here, because at this point, it hits the same point here and then still went down.
Good.
Then
So
it broke.
That went down is what?
That's a switch of sentiment?
Beautiful.
I don't know. Sorry?
No, relax. I'm now putting you in. You know what? You have the list. And I want you to know that you know it. Okay. Don't just confuse yourself with the English. So it has respected, that is mitigation. Point of interest, higher point of interest mitigation respected. Switch of sentiment has happened. So what's the next one?
They have a raid of the mitigation.
Good. So what's the raid? Identify the raid. Good. That's identified already. Beautiful. So what's the next one?
And then the sentiments get switched.
So what's the sentiment switch you have?
I feel that when this raid happens, when the market comes and breaks below this point of interest, is when we have a switch in sentiment.
No, that switch of sentiment has nothing to do with technical. It means there was a sell in a buy market. It switched sentiment. Sentiment just simply means
candles. So if the market was bullish, okay, and the next candle that opened after a raid, that's the switch of sentiment.
That's okay. Okay.
Good.
So then we have a shift that is created when the candle breaks below this last high, which is this point here. Okay. I won't really take these points as a break because personally I prefer a very obvious break, not a very minute one. So I won't take these tiny ones here as a break. I will take this candle here as the break. So we're expecting it to break and then create a new low, okay, which is what it did right here. Where is it? Ships. And it created a new low here. Okay, so once it breaks this, I'm expecting that it's going to come back to retest this point. Okay. So it's expected to break, it has broken this and I'm expecting to come back to retest this point and continue back for a sell. Didn't.
You lost me and I want to find myself back.
Oh, to be honest with you, I'm not fully focused on this strategy because
No, I like the fact that you did it. And if you didn't do it like this, you will not learn the simple way. Okay, I find that there are a lot of things, you know some things, but you've not just come to term. You're still grappling with the understanding what you know. Okay, and that is why we need to do things like this so that you get to know that this is easier than you think. Okay, so looking at this, your particular strategy, let me see if I can, hold on. I want to see if I can get into your, is it support? No. How do I, there's a way I can take your screen. Hold on. Okay, request, no. Stop remote, no, I can't. I'm trying
like you want to be able to walk on my screen, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how to.
Request computer restart, stop remote. Oh, no, I stopped it. I was supposed to share again. It was showing me stop remote. That is not okay. I'm not seeing the button. I'm not seeing the button. Okay, but that's okay. So one of the things so let me go to AJ now. What time? What time were you? What day? What day did you just analyze in AJ? So I'll go on AJ on my screen.
This is April. So this
April
started
24th.
April 4th.
Okay, good. Is it April 4th, 2024? Okay, beautiful.
Yeah,
So
2024.
stop sharing. You can stop sharing. And I want everybody to understand how simple it is. Okay. The simpler you make it, the simpler it really is. So let's look at AJ. April will be is May. This April. So we have April 2nd, somewhere around here. So I'll take this. April 4th will be here. Good. So what you did was you chose this area. Let me take this from here. You got the first part, which is point of interest mitigation. So the market got mitigate. That's higher. This was a point of interest. Which what is the point of interest? A higher time frame, high or low. Okay, so this was mitigated. This was a switch of sentiment. So it means market respected that area. Then the next thing is that we had a rate of that area. So this is actually the rate. Okay, this was the first rate in the 1 hour time frame. This was the first rate. Okay, and there was a switch of sentiment. So you have to factor in every criteria. There was a switch of sentiment. Okay, but the switch of sentiment didn't continue. It went back up. It means this point of interest got raided. Okay, the rate got raided. Okay, and market switched and gave us a low. So this is a low that is below the previous point of interest. Previous, either this one or this one. Now watch this. This is the rate. It means that is a technical analysis. If market hit here and come back, it's a technical analysis. This is the rate of this area. Now the rate got taken out. Okay. If I am not switching candles, then this area becomes my shift. Why is it my shift? Is this next structure? We're not looking at a break. Is the next structure, okay, that was created, the next low that was created after market, okay, rated. After market was rated, this was the next low that was created. So and if that low is created, what's the next thing? A new high created that is not above the rate. That makes this place a valid shift. Is it clear? Madam Zainab, you here?
Yeah, I'm getting it.
You get. So the structure that is created after the rate that is below the previous high, swing high. Okay, so if you're taking this, this is a structure. If you're taking this, this is a structure. Either way, you can see that this low is below this major point of interest or this. That makes this a valid shift. Why is it a valid shift? It created a high. If it doesn't create a high in market structure, so what is a bearish structure? Higher highs and higher lows, lower high and lower lows. Okay, so this is a high, this is a lower high. So by creating this lower high, it means market structure is shifting and this becomes a shift. If it has hit this and closed above this, it means it is not a shift. Are you getting me? It's a shift when it creates a structure below the previous high and a new high created below the previous rate. That is a shift structure. So what are we looking for? Just allow the market to break and retest. If it doesn't break and retest, you don't have a trade. So in this case, market broke because there was news, it went down. So there was no retest. Hence, there was no trade on this market. Are you getting it?
Yes,
and
sir.
you have to factor in the range, because what was the range? So I said, what's going to be the TP level? The range of the previous point of interest. So this was the range of the previous point of interest. So you cannot be coming here to look for a trade, because why? The range has already been fulfilled because market got to the range and eliminated it. So even if the market came back and retested it, you are not selling, because that's not the analysis anymore, because range has been fulfilled. The moment market shifted. So this particular trade, in one of the strategies that I'll be teaching you in June, there is another entry on the shift strategy that is not shift. So this particular one, okay, is another strategy. I'll teach you guys in contents. Whenever the market breaks and changes character, breaks and close, changing character, that's the shock shift. Okay, it means we're not looking for a retest. Whenever our market breaks a change of character, it's a sell. That's what this market did. That's why I said we have different approach. Okay, so it broke the change of character. So what was the change of character? A low. This is the swing low. When market breaks a swing low, that's a change of character. That change of character is actually sell. That's what this one market did. So if you had used this, you'd have touched this. Okay, so this makes this a good analysis, but it didn't give us the trade. Likewise, if you now want to look at it on the upside, so this is a range. So this is a point of interest. There was a what? There was no mitigation on this point of interest. This was a raid directly. Okay. So since it raided directly, you can see that the market did not move well because you have to factor in, okay, point of interest. Now watch this. If we look at this market right now, we could say this was what? A higher time frame. Now this becomes a range. When you see this range, is it something good? No. So let me take it to a higher time frame. Watch this right now. So if we're looking at this right now, we have point of interest, point of interest. Okay, so let's look at this. So this becomes a range, okay, if we're looking at this point of interest. So this is a range. Now, look at this market. So let's itemize our range. So this is the range. So let's bring this market back here. So this is a range for this point of interest. Now, market came, touched. So is there a mitigation here? Okay, so we have a mitigation here. Now, when the market, after that mitigation, this was the previous floor. So I'm still on the 1 hour. Okay, so my first shift is here. Can you see? This is one of, I'm showing you guys so that you guys know. So this was the shift. But is this a valid shift?
I think so.
What makes a shift valid?
Sorry, can I answer?
Yeah.
What I think, it didn't come back to
It
give
didn't
you
create a new
a higher low.
low.
Yes.
It's not a valid shift.
Yeah.
Market was already riding on momentum. You can see how these things play out. It didn't move well because it was not shifted. It just touched and moved away. Okay. You would always find this in different markets. Okay. Though the JPY pairs this period has not been forthcoming, but you'd always find it whenever market wants to come down. So this was good mitigation, but there was no shift. Okay. Now let's look at this. The next area for market to mitigate is what? This is a strong point of interest. So AJ, okay, it has mitigated this, did not shift. Okay. The next area of mitigation is, and I think that's where AJ is coming. So what you're looking for is market to mitigate. After mitigation, raid. When raid happens, that's when you really know something big wants to happen in the market. Okay. If it doesn't happen, wait for it. So when you look here, this is just market. So this didn't raid after mitigation. Hence, you did not really get a good trade on this market. Yes, it went up. So always those simple steps I gave, if you follow them as simple as they are, it will shift your experience and the way you see the shift strategy. It's a blessing. You find that every time. Okay, every time. Let's look at GBP AUD. I just want you guys to understand that analysis is simple. Point of interest. So this is a range. Okay. I'm on 1 hour. I didn't do anything. So first, was there a mitigation? Yes. And there was a raid. Okay. Don't forget, this is what? If I'm looking at this right now, this is the point of interest. So there was a mitigation, there was a raid. Now a new high is created. Though this trade is not a good trade. How many of you can tell me why it's not a good trade? Because it's leaving my what premium. It's leaving my discount. But there was a break and there was a retest and there was a closing. Okay, if we look at it from here down to here. Okay, well, I still bought at 50%. Hence, I got what a good TP based on that range. So the range tells you the previous TP. So if I was looking at this, I got a good trade. Okay, so because why? There was a mitigation of previous point of interest, which is what? A low. There was a raid and there was a shift. Market broke that shift, retested, and TP taken. Okay, it's the same way it goes up that it will come down. So the next sell for this market right now, let it come to what? A point of interest. If market does not come to a point of interest, you are playing. Now, if you begin to identify other areas, so if you look at this market right now, where are other points of interest? There, yes, they may be below. So if you're looking at this right now, yes, there's a point of interest here. Okay. Now, market hit and mitigates. So there is a respect. It means respected, it mitigates. Now, if we look at this right now, what is this? There is a raid. Are you guys seeing it? Why? There's a rate of this point of interest. So good. What's the next thing we're looking for after the rate? There has to be a low created. So this is a low created, which is fine. Okay. What happened? It broke. Why is this low? This becomes a shift. It's not just a low. When it now creates a new high, a lower high, that doesn't take away this. So now a shift has been created. What are you looking for? A break and a retest of shift and a closing. So this is our closing. Stop loss above here. Can you see how this trade is going down? So what is the point of interest? Okay, so if I'm looking at this point of interest, this is the range. It means here now I'm going to be taking my TP here. Can you see how it just makes you know where to exit, where to get to based on that range and point of interest? So GBBAU is selling right now. That's your pair now, madam. EMR, right? You should be selling your pair. Okay. And you can find out how beautiful it is. Where did I just mark? Range, right? Where did this market? So this is actually even the present range for this market. So it's simple. You just have to see the market based on what it is showing you, not what you're feeling. Am I making sense? Have you guys who are guests here, have you learned something amazing? Are the guests still in the building? Okay. Only have Madam Olim. And Jesse Nunes. Jesse, are you liking what you're learning? What is no, Madam Mia?
No, you asked if it was if it was a proper shift. So that was what I said.
Okay, all right. Beautiful. So that's about it. For those of you who played with this instruction I gave, the truth is, if you really follow the instruction that I gave today, Shagun, is invest in your mentors. Invest in your mentors. What it means is don't play with any information that I give to you. You have no idea the interest that I have for you. So for everything that I bring for you is what you need for you to get the two things that I mentioned. I'm only helping you. Don't ignore a session. Don't miss a session that you qualify for. And even if you have to miss, make sure everything that is taught in a session you follow through. Because there is something in every training that makes you better and become the person that you need to become. You need to becoming a better trader and a successful trader. So you see those 10-point agenda, you can't skip it. Okay? those 10-point agenda is not even, I give you guys, but it's not even in the course that you guys will be seeing. But I give you guys, because why? You guys are part of the community. There's an advantage you people have, at least now that you guys have it. Okay. Don't play with it. Don't joke with it. If you want your trading to be as better, I've given you guys everything you need. Is it proper risk management I've given you? Is it trading plan and journaling I've given you? Is it a strategy that will give you success in trading I've given you? Is it support I've given you? What else do you need? You. And how can I help you? Is when you do you, I can support you to becoming you. So you do you. Just like that movie. Okay. So you guys have a beautiful day. That's my double session. I won't be most likely available for tonight and tomorrow. That's why I did the double session for you guys. Have a beautiful day ahead. Learn from the market by doing several analysis and send them on the accountability group so that we can see them and we can look at them